धेर रूप देखे तर मुटु भित्र बस्ने तिमी मात्र भेटे हो जे भन्छौ मानौला बाचानी गरौला तामा तुलसी छोएर कसम नि खाउँला तिम्रै लागि हो भने जानै दिउँला तिम्रै लागि हो भने जानै दिउँला ओराली झरौला तो पानी करौला तिम्रै लागि हो भने जानै दिउँला तिम्रै लागि हो भने जानै दिउँला
What a wonderful performance to start with. Dear seniors, during the last 2 years of your journey at St. Xavier's, you have been enriched by the wise and thought-provoking words of our Father Principal. I am sure he still has some words of wisdom for you as you enter a new phase of your life from today. May I request Reverend Father Principal Jiju Vargas Eshe to kindly address the gathering.
Please be seated. Dear members of the Xaverian family, and today very especially I would like to take the name of Father Vijay and Father Cap Miller and my dear plus 2, class 12 students. First of all, I like to take this opportunity to thank Father Vijay for his presence amidst us during the last 6 years, almost 6 years, he was in this college as the administrator, treasurer and the vice principal. And we are lucky, you and I, we joined the college together. You are going away, but I am still remaining here. You are graduating, but I am not graduating. But I got to know him during the last 2 years, and you got to know him last 2 years. And we both have enjoyed the wonderful presence of Father Vijay among us. And therefore, on behalf of the entire college family, I thank Father Vijay for whatever he has been to us, he has done for us and for the college during the last 6 years. Let us put our hands together for him. We shall definitely miss him, but that's how Jesuit life is all about. We move around a lot. We get kicked around a lot, to use a very simple word. But then that's what makes us also Jesuits, because going to wherever we are needed, that is one of the main aspects of Jesuit life. So we wish him all the best for his new apostolate, and our prayers and wishes may be with him throughout. I also would like to welcome Father Cap Miller to our midst. He was our teacher, Father Domon's teacher. Most of us were taught by him in the initial stages of our formation. We are lived together in 1 or 2 communities, and he has always been a great inspiration for us young Jesuits. And I am sure he is going to be a great inspiration for all the youngsters. Unfortunately, you won't have much of an opportunity to enjoy his presence here. But Father Cap Miller, we are extremely happy to have you with us to be part of this family. Welcome, Father Cap Miller. Dear students, now that you have completed your classes, you still have your exams left. You will later on have a graduation, a graduation program. But this might be the last chance for me to address you as the full group, because during the graduation a few cannot make it. And first of all, I thank you for your presence as part of this great family. If you remember, when I spoke during the orientation day, I mentioned that St. Xavier's is not a brand, it's a legacy. And you have been part of that legacy. You have contributed towards making it a better legacy. Thank you, dear students, for that. As you leave this college, you can remember all those stories that I have mentioned, I have shown using the videos, all the messages. But there is one thing I would like you not forget. That is, in your calendar, there is a page dedicated for Xaverian Honor Corps. That's what we tried to imbibe in you, that's what we impart to you, and that's what we wanted you to go out with. These honor corps tell us what we can become as a human being. And that is one of the best ways. In fact, probably it includes every aspect of a good human being. So I urge you to put into practice those honor cords in your life. It may have been easier while you are inside the college. It is going to be a lot more difficult when you are outside to live out the values that we have tried to impart to you during your last 2 years. I would like to tell you one story that I told you probably at the beginning of your first year. It's a story about practice. You become what you practice. You become good at what you practice. The story, for those who have forgotten, went like this. There was this archer who was very good at archery. So every time he picked up an arrow, he hit the bullseye. And one day he was showing off his skills at a street with a large crowd around him. So he picked up his arrow, shot it, it hit the bullseye, everybody clapped. But there was one guy who said, "It's all a matter of practice. It's all a matter of practice." At first, the archer ignored him. He picked up another arrow, shot it again, hit the bullseye, and again everyone clapped except this guy who kept on saying, "It's all a matter of practice, it's all a matter of practice." And it went on for a few attempts. Finally the archer got wild. So he went and got all of the guy, brought him to the front and asked him, "What do you mean, it's all a matter of practice, it's all a matter of practice? Can you do what I do?" The other guy said, "No, I cannot." "Then why are you shouting, 'It's all a matter of practice'? You are insulting me." Then the guy said, "Let me show you something." So he went back, brought a jar of oil and a bottle with the narrowest of neck, and he picked up the jar and started pouring the oil without spilling even a single drop. And he asked the archer, "Can you do this?" The archer said, "I can't." The other person said, "See, this is what I mean. It's all a matter of practice. I practice this every day and I have become good at this. You practice archery every day and you have become good at that." Dear students, life is also like that. You become good at what you practice. You practice love in your life, you become good at it. You practice generosity in your life, you become good at it. You practice hard work in your life, you become good at it. You become good at what you practice. On the other hand, you practice negative things in your life, you practice complaining, you can become very good at that too. You practice lying, you can become very good at that too. You practice laziness in your life, eventually laziness becomes part of you and you become lazy. Therefore, what are you going to practice when you leave this college? What are you going to become good at? We, as the Xaverian family, the seniors in this family, would like you to practice good things in life. Practice positivity in your life and become good at it. Get rid of all that is negative, practice what is good, and become good at it. May God bless you during your study leave, during these days of study. Make sure that you make use of the time well, as I mentioned to you during the conference on Monday. All the best. Have a wonderful afternoon ahead.